Very good to meet you.
I will go ahead and see if I can slow it down.
Outlander, take Shroudbendry. She trusts you. And I trust you to keep the Storm Riders safe from the Titan's machines. Anyone else concerned we're out of our depth here?
Remember your training, Catilda.
That won't be hard considering how recent it was.
Look at the size of that thing.
Aren't you supposed to be the stalwart one? Now I'm nervous.
Task complete. We did it.
And in style, too.
We have made the Isle safe.
Good work, Storm Riders. Take a victory lap and let our people know their shores are safe again.
I like that they each have their own different personalities. One cares about doing it in style, one cares about their duty. They're each their own characters, and I like that.
There is much left to do.
It was a trial by fire, but you've proven that the Earthen of the Isle of Dorn are ready for the war to come. Where once there was discord, there is now unity of purpose. They are no longer oathsworn or unbound. They are united, just as we should be against this darkness.
It seems the Storm Riders have proven themselves once more. As have you, champion.
Wait for word from Illyria. Looks like it's actually going to continue. So you know what? This is a good opportunity to do a couple things. So we're going to talk to Merrick's in a moment. First, however, there's something I noticed I need to grab back in Aj Kahet. Hello, Widow darling.
Such a fascinating visitor.
The severed threads is ready for you and your allies. You will be a lit torch to Ansarek's webs. The General, the Vizier, and myself, the Weaver, each have differing methods of combating our foes, and different benefits of aiding our accomplices. You may prefer to prioritize one, or perhaps to dabble with all three instead. Meet with our representatives and inform yourself on our varying practices. Then you may forge your first pact. Don't worry, little morsel. No choice is ever permanent. Well, that's good to know. Forge weekly severed pacts with threads packs, granting access to world class rumors, treasures, and unique abilities.
Come back again, little morsel.
We have all agreed that my lair here is to be the center of Severed Threads operations.
Fascinating. We shall rise.
Huh. Richard Hatstock is here as a haberdasher. That's kind of hilarious. Hey, Bobbin, Eye of the Weaver. Huh. Tell me about making a pact with the Weaver. Chicka-chicka, done. Chicka-chicka. The Weave Mother says you're good at cutting queens folk. We're gonna get along good. Oh, interesting. There's a tree here for them. Complete rumors through out Aj Kahet, start rumors by locating brokers or purchasing maps from Yamas the Provider. As an agent of the Weaver, conjure enchanted webs to conceal yourself from foes or to ensnare your enemies in a deadly trap. So the more rep I get, more of these. Pheromones for the high hollows. A world buff. Oh my goodness, world buffs are coming back. Huh. A mount. Another one of those undercrawler mounts. Title, Silk Singer. A unique visual effect to your Hearthstone sold by the Quartermaster. So why do you follow the Weaver? The Weaver took us all in when we had nowhere else to go. It's hard to survive in the city when you're small, but we Weave Rats are good at all sorts of things that other people can't do. So we help the Weaver out. We keep an eye on things for her, and she keeps us safe until we are big enough to fend for ourselves. Between you and me, though, I think she's a bit lonely. She says it's purely business, but I think she might like us a bit. And these two I have already spoken to.
Carries generations of memories.
Treasures. World buffs. The Hand of the Vizier.
My might cannot be matched.
A noob. Oh, I could have the title A Noob Dreadneeks. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. Hold on.
Only the finest for you.
So then I go over here and I choose which of the three I want to forge a pact with, at least for this period of time. I guess for this week, I suppose? And then I will get these benefits for these pacts. Rumors for all three. And then we would get some more. So he would provide pheromones for the Skynes. Undermine the threat of Xalatath, destroy ascended loyalists and redeem the military's honor, machinate politics and sabotage Sureki influence. Perhaps we will aid since I've got the most rep here with the general right now, perhaps we shall aid the general.
Do return again.
Pacts unlocked! Weekly pacts. Access abilities, buffs, and events by forging weekly pacts with members of the Seven Threads. The patron of your chosen pact will grant you new abilities and buffs to be used in Kaz Algar. Rumor quests and treasures will become available after forging a pact. So we get this new one called Heavy Ordnance, a 2.5-minute cooldown. Instruct the general's troops to strike the area in front of you, dealing fire damage to all targets within 2 areas of each impact.
Interested in the unusual? You are appreciated.
May your chosen patron favor you as you have them.
Elix Cottage.
Even now, General Anubazal's forces work tirelessly to ensure the security of Aj Kahet. Ansarek's reach extends to every corner of her domain. The general seeks to undermine her military authority. If we stretch her resources thin, then we may find new opportunities to strike. And this gets you a war chest cache. Materials for upgrading gear, gold, and more. The first 2 weekly caches you earn each week will contain a piece of adventurer gear. The first 4 you earn each week will contain a restored coffer key. Ooh.
You are appreciated.
Interested in the unusual?
So if you want more information, you talk to this guy. Okay.
Do return again.
Rumors. You see what I mean about how this zone feels very, like, politically heavy? Like, a very heavy emphasized focus on the politics of the Nerubians, which I just find fascinating for a number of reasons. This is one of the reasons why the Nerubians are have such a huge popularity. A lot of people are very fascinated by how their culture works, that they are actually a very political culture. It's very fascinating. Alright, so that's extra stuff that I can do. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get back to doing a specific quest chain that is required for unlocking the Earthen as an allied race, which is following up on what's going on with Merrick's and this guy called Steelvein. So let's go ahead and do that. Excuse me, Council Ward.
Conversation initiated.
Well, if it isn't the bane of Dornagal's smugglers. Excellent work. The city is no doubt safer because of you. Peacekeeper Kragad asked that I bring these receipts to you. Ah, yes, Steelvein. He's made quite the name for himself in my city. His name is whispered with reverence in the streets. Many under my authority do not approve of an unknown entity bending the edicts for, well, whatever it is that he does. And yet Steelvein remains at large, evading capture. Curious, is it not?
We must talk later.
Steelvein is a paradox in a city founded upon order and rules. Perhaps this presents an opportunity.
Very well.
You are in a unique position, Dreadnix. A position to learn. You met those who would bring this bender of edicts to justice. But what of the people of Dornagal? What did the Earthen think of this Steelvein fellow? Humor me. Take the smuggled goods that you intercepted and bring them to their intended recipients. Tell them the items are a gift from a mutual friend. You might be surprised to learn who benefits from these illicit deeds.
Must go.
Once you have delivered this contraband, meet me just outside of the Foundation Hall. I could use a bit of a stroll. The inner dirty workings of how a city works. It's like, it's not always the clean stuff that keeps a city operating and running. Sometimes it is the underhanded stuff. If you think I'm, like, joking, or think like, oh, this is Warcraft, they wouldn't... No. Even Power Rangers did this. If you ever watch the season of RPM, you will know and understand that even in that season, the Power Rangers actually dealt business with a mafia boss because in that apocalyptic situation they were in, they needed their help and resources to help keep their city running, considering the threat they were facing. If you're here for leisure, you'll need to book an appointment with the bath matron, but you may need to wait. We're awfully busy right now and in short of supply of, well, everything. A fire bath healer. Yes, they heal themselves in fire baths. You see that? This is quite an interesting take on how Earthen utilize a spa. Even a jacuzzi there, which it looks like is boiling hot. I have a shipment from a mutual friend for you. My underclay. There's no better healing salve, but it's hard to come by. This will further my healing directive. Yeah, I think we're about to learn that quite a few of these illegal deliveries and such were actually for things that some people really desperately needed for some of their businesses and such, that they just couldn't get their hands on otherwise. So they had to resort to these kind of methods, which are frowned upon, and yet are kind of necessary. Titans preserve you, Outlander. If you need supplies taken out of Dornagal or into it, then I'm your quarry. My directive is delivering supplies and trade goods, no matter the recipient. I brought a gift from a, mutual friend of ours. Nerubian silk rope! Oh, that makes hauling ore easy. Very illegal, but Steelvein always provides. Who is it illegal by? The Titans? I brought a gift from a mutual friend. You again? Look, it's Harthen. Listen, I don't want any trouble. Whatever happened with the Peacekeepers yesterday was not what it seemed. Look, I brought you a gift from a mutual friend of ours. Well, crack my chassis and call me a keeper. I knew that Steelvane had connections around the city, but not like this. I'm glad that someone around here can get around the edicts to get what we need. Not that I have anything against the edicts, it's just that, well, never you mind. Say, while you're here, can you pass along a message to our mutual friend for me? I'm listening. Steelvane is not on grease gears with Ardgrin's crew, the ones who run his shipments from the deeps. Give him the message, will you? Sure. Why do I have a feeling that Merrick's is actually Steelvane?
You address the Council Ward of Dornagal.
Hearth had mentioned Ardgrin, you say? He's a trade overseer from the Ringing Deeps. If he quarreled with Steelvane, that certainly concerns me.
Go where the edicts lead.
If we're to solve this quarrel between Steelvane and Ardgrin amicably, then we'll need to make some new friends. One of Ardgrin's employees, Obstorn, frequents a Cinderbrew speakeasy here in Dornagal. Only machine speakers may enter it. Even as Council Ward, I am not able to access it. However, there are others in the city who can. Bevrusi, a Gundergaz trader, should be able to give you access. If you can grease her palm, she may be able to supply you access.
I have work to do.
Bevrusi plies her trade near the Gilded Exchange. She might be willing to trade with you. And what are you staring at, Surface Runner? I'm told that you could get me into the, private machine speaker speakeasy. I won't lie and say that I'm not curious about how you even know about that place. Still, I can't just give you the pass rune to access the speakeasy. It's valuable, after all. But, maybe we can trade? What are you looking to trade? A vial of liquid opal for a I see.
Stay productive.
So, what do you say, Surface Runner? You polish my back and I'll polish yours? Do we have a deal?
I'm still working.
I've heard that liquid opal tastes remarkable, but no matter how often I peruse the auctions here, it's never for sale. It's quite rare. Luckily for you, there is one person who can find the stuff. Vakret, the market reeve of the Forge Grounds. Nothing circulates in the city's flow of trade without her knowledge. I don't often try to do business with one as connected as her, but you'll have no qualms about it, I'm sure. At this hour, you'll find her over by the inn.
Keep me informed.
I'm really liking this storyline. Hello, Vagret. Another Outlander come to do business. Be a dear and grab me a mug first, would you? Sure. I can grab a drink and we can talk business. Excuse me, I'd like a fresh mug of Cinderbrew mead. There you go. Thank you, sir. Vagret? Here's your Cinderbrew. Now, how about we do business? My, that was quick. Thank you, dear. You must need something very urgently. I am Vagret, Reeve of the Forge Ground and Markets. How may I serve you? I'm looking for some liquid opal. I'm told that you may have the resources to acquire some. Oh, I can acquire liquid opal, but in return I require a favor. My auditor, Laldrin, is late with this week's records. Fetch them for me, would you? Oh, all right. A favor for a favor, I see. I see how it is. Very well. I'll be back. Excuse me, Laldrin?
Speak and be heard.
Vokret sent me to collect some paperwork.
Return if you wish
Vokret
to
sent
speak
you?
again.
Well, if she wants her paperwork, then you're helping me with mine. Start with that open manifest and fill in the blanks. Oh, gosh. I gotta do paperwork now? Several categories and sections remain blank, evidently left unfilled by a merchant who hasn't hastily filled out. Alright, fine. I'm gonna fill out the blank sections. The first section of the audit was filled out by a famous earthen author. Maluk, historic author. This cycle's best-selling novel, Lord of the Pans, a historical guide to earthen cooking tools, cut to the chase, styled wire weaving for beginners, a steaming freelance novel, Firebath Mercenary. Oh my gosh, if Marcus is in that novel, I swear. The legendary adventures and crazy antics of Slayer Dreadnoughts. I'm so tempted. Forgery 101, the art of forging official documents. Oh my goodness. I'm panicking and don't know what to write. Scribble in a bunch of nonsense. No. The legendary adventures and crazy antics of Slayer Dreadnoughts. Oh my gosh, we're doing our own little... Oh, I love this. This is great. The Cycle's best-selling product, Malachite Bites. Occupation Crystal Thunder. Name? Belga Magni Malachite McBitey. Dagran Steelvein Tyvon. Malachite McBitey. The third section of the audit was authored by someone selling spiced oil. They seem to have forgotten to record their occupation. Corden. Occupation. Blank. This cycle's best-selling product, Spiced Gunder Oil. Occupation? Let's see. A trading post mannequin. Let's say a spicy pepper vendor. There. That's most of what she needs, except you will need to get this work order signed by Nernabelt next door. Alright. Task interrupted? I'm a little busy at the moment. If you're here to make an order, then please see Olga Uthaga outside. Loldran requires your signature on this document. Loldran should know the chaos here in the city has backed up our supply lines. My order of magma cores from the deeps never materialized. I cannot complete this work order, much less sign a form stating that I have. Where can I find a magma core for you? In the Forge Grounds furnace, depleted magma cores are used to keep the forges hot. Fine. By the way, there's a hilarious achievement in here. You see those skeletons right there? That's because there's an achievement for literally getting killed by that thing. Just stand under this thing right here, and when it kills you, you get an achievement. Called Flat Earthen. Become the victim of a workplace accident in the Forge Grounds of Dornegal. That's why you see a number of skeletons there, because people are just getting the free achievement. Alright, let's pick this up. Hot, 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 hot! Oh, hi! I appeared to have enraged this magma fury. Well, okay then. The magma core is the last region for this repair. It's an old heirloom for someone out in the... Well, it's an old heirloom. That's all that matters. I brought you a magma core. An elemental attacked me for my trouble, by the way. Another magma elemental in the forge? I'm sorry. Hopefully my signature is compensation for your trouble. I'll have this fitted before the courier arrives. Thanks again. Alright, now let's go back to Vokret. Oh, this city is certainly a busy place. Each corner of the Forge Ground works in unison with each other like cogs in a machine. All it takes is a single piece to fail to bring it all down. But despite the disruptions, you have proven yourself resourceful. Keep this up and the right people will begin to notice, if they have not already. She just peers at me through her spectacles. Like, perhaps they will notice you, Mr. Potter. You have certainly made my disaster of a day far less stressful. For that you have the thanks of the entire Forge Grounds and those who keep it running. Bevrusi was right to send you to me. Do tell her not to be a stranger now. I could use more friends from the deeps. Here is her liquid opal. Give it to her with my compliments. Notice the amount of connections and running around we're doing to showcase, like, which I'm sure is his point. Like, look at what it takes to, like, get these things going and swap to people with connections and everything that's involved. By the way, can you tell me about the Speakeasy? The Speakeasy is a private lounge for us machine speakers. We don't often come to the surface. So many eons ago, we were granted our own private space. We tend to prefer secrecy and being left alone, hence the security golem. But don't worry, so long as you provide the pass room, the golem won't harm you. I understand. Now, may I have my pass room? But of course, here you go. So Volker came through, huh? A trade's a trade. Here's the pass room. But you didn't get it from me. Understand? Get what from you? Exactly. Well, Council Ward Merrick's.
I serve the Titans unswervingly.
Everyone in the city is in need of something, and there is always someone with the means to acquire it.
Conversation terminated.
I send you to a machine speaker to get us into the Speakeasy, and you wind up aiding the market reeve of the Forge Grounds in some roundabout delivery and trading operation? He smiles as he claps his heavy stone hands in applause. It is a much quieter sound than you would imagine. Well done, my resourceful Outlander. That was kind of his point all along.
Sculpt your path. I bid you welcome.
Machine speakers are odd and secretive units, some prone to paranoia. Even so, the grievance that they have against Steelvein must be smoothed over. As you have seen in the Forge Grounds, their quarrel with a single smuggler has put the entire city at risk. As Council Ward, I will not stand for it. Let us go talk to Ardgrin's employee, Obstorn, and see if he can deliver a diplomatic message to his overseer in the deeps. I will meet you in the tunnels. Believes that this feud can be solved peacefully and without conflict.
Go where the edicts lead.
Now that we have the pass room, let's pay a visit to Ardgrin's employee and have a chat with him. Shall we? I'll meet you in the tunnels below. I can think of a few people I know that I think are going to absolutely love this quest line.
The edicts must
The High
be
Speaker
followed.
petitioned for this space a long time ago. In all my years as Council Ward, I have never entered it. Trace the pass runes on the golem. Then we shall make our introductions inside. Wait, what? Oh, this golem. Hello. Pass rune accepted. You may proceed. Machine speakers, always so secretive with their possessions. Hey, Obstorn, I've gotta strip some cams. Titans keep ya. Obstorn?
Strike while the iron's hot.
So, the Council Ward doesn't just have Steelvein in his pocket, but the Outlanders too? I should have guessed. Hear him out. Merrick's just wants you to relay a message to Ardgrin.
Always another task.
I'm not hearing anyone out. You and Merrick's are in league with Steelvein. You machine speakers and your ridiculous conspiracies. Ridiculous? How else would you have known to come here? Steelvein, veins in your pocket or worse. You're in his. And Merrick's just smiles. Hold your weapon! I've had enough. You win, Council Ward.
Do you have an appointment?
I abhor violence, dissent, desperation, distrust. These are the consequences of ruling through fear. But sometimes violence brings about clarity, and with it, revelations.
The eternal Titan.
Now that you have come to your senses and are willing to listen, let me be clear. I am not in league with Steelvane. I am Steelvane. I knew it! I called it! You? The Council Ward? Dornagal's most notorious smuggler? Precisely. And now that you know that, you have two options. You can bring this news to Ardgren, or you can join me in fixing this. Why would I do that? Because if you reveal this truth to Ardgren, your operation, my network, they both collapse. Oathsworn and Machine Speaker alike will suffer as they go without, more of them leaving Gundergast and Dornagal. Talk to Ardgren. He sought to wound Steelvane, not all Earthen. Only you can avert the crisis this rift will cause. You're right. Ardgren just wanted to get back at Steelvane. You. He won't be swayed easily, but I can try. Excellent. I told you this would be settled amicably. Yep. That's a cool reveal. I liked that. I wonder how many players are going to actually call that or predict that. Now, there is a bit more to this. There is one more... This right here. Because we have basically completed this, I think? No, not yet. Alright, so now we have to go to the angrily scrawled poster, which is over here. This is how this add-on works. It actually shows me on the map where I'm supposed to go for the next step in this quest line. So if you ever get lost, I'm like, well, where do I go to continue this? How do I continue the storyline? This is how. This is a great add-on. Whoever came up with this add-on, I absolutely love it. Greatly endorse it. And I really applaud and appreciate your continued work on it. No, apparently it's just marked up in the air there, but I think it's supposed to be down here, maybe? Unless it's supposed to happen later. Maybe I'm supposed to change instances and then it'll come back. Or maybe it's down here. Possibly? Hold on, a bit of investigating is perhaps needed here. No, not there. Now hold on, I am a little curious about what the quest line's... Oh, is it this right here? It is! Here it is. So that was just wrong. Okay, hold on. Let me remove that. There we go. So it's this one right here. Merrick's is corrupt. Steelvane is weak. They cannot protect the Earth, and they do not care about them. They spit upon the edicts. Merrick's was bribed to reopen Steelvane's smuggling operation. Steelvane hides behind Merrick's authority. They're taking from your pockets to line theirs. Do not trust their lies. Uh-huh. Who would have thought that the Council Ward was going to be this connected, in this kind of position, was actually like this kind of like person behind the scenes? He must have sent runners to post them up all over Dornagal. A daring feat. I almost admire them for it.
I bid you welcome.
Yes, I am quite aware of the situation. Has rather disrupted my morning.
Conversation terminated.
I would have this issue dealt with quickly and quietly.
I have work to do.
Albstorn has confirmed that Ardgrin, the overseer in charge of my supply line that runs from the deeps into Dornegal, is the one who tipped off my peacekeepers. It is therefore also my opinion that Ardgrin is the one who penned this sedition. He must have sent his workers upstairs to post them around the city. It is imperative that we remove them before these rumors spread further. Tear them down for me.
Very well. You are...
Many of my peacekeepers have already caught wind of Ardgrin's sedition. I am told that some are losing faith in my integrity as council ward, believing that I have been taking bribes from smugglers to bolster my own coffers. I can provide proof that no such transactions have taken place, clearly, but we need to stop them from murmuring against them amongst themselves and giving the rumors power. Lies become truths through repetition. If you find any discussing the matter, kindly disperse them.
We must talk later.
Ardgrin's behind this. I'd wager he thinks that Steelvein paid you to keep me here. Not that I'm working with you. His reaction is unsurprising, but there was no way to inform him of our new station without arousing suspicion. I know, but I regret not talking him down before it all erupted. This can still be solved peacefully. I am confident of that. Alright, we will continue this when we return. Stay tuned.